Welcome everyone for another exciting WorldFlight 2023 flight. This is leg 37 out of 48. We jumped here in Lhasa for our sector tonight. We'll be flying 3 legs. Over there it's actually early morning. So I'm here in the cockpit with lovely First Officer Crafty. How are you today,
Hello,
Crafty?
I'm good. How are you, Captain Tango?
I'm good. A little tired, but
Got some crepes today?
yeah, I got some food, good food. Anyway, let's try to get this rolling.
We're trying to stay on time.
Yes. We'll talk about our flight. It's a little less than 2 hours. The interesting thing is that the crew of Captain Romeo and First Officer Christoph brought the plane in Lhasa, and the field altitude is way past 11,000 feet. So pretty high altitude, a lot of mountainous terrain around here that you can't see because it's dark. So it's gonna be an interesting departure out of Lhasa. Let me make sure we got pretty much everything the way we like it. We do have a flight plan. Our destination today is Lanzhou. We'll see how that is pronounced. I think we have everything for now but our clearance. So let me see. You know the drill. Hurry up and wait.
Heavy east of gate 1, request pushback. Cross 224, you we find you within the absolute chaos. Stay well.
That's never a good start.
Just confirm we're nose towards Alpha 3 for the taxi out. Yes, if you wish. You can also taxi across the grass if you so desire.
Oh, the grass taxiway is in effect.
Darkness again.
Speedbird 257?
257, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for push and start.
Try to 257, push and start approved, safety east.
Push and start through phase east, Speedbird 257.
Qantas 100, you're going the wrong way down Alpha, if you can make the U-turn on Alpha, please.
Well, that's Alpha. We'll make a U-turn on Alpha, Qantas 100.
No worries.
And ground GL44.
Silver 8436, going below, taxi Alpha 3, Tango 4, stand 12.
Stand 12, Alpha 3 and Tango, Singapore 8436, thanks.
Ground GL44 requesting IFR clearance to destination.
Ground, good evening, Alpha 583, house stand 7, request IFR clearance.
Hello 583, ground hello, expect PDC.
PDZ.
And would GL44 expect PDC as well?
51, requesting IFR clearance, we're on stand 26.
6051, roger, expect PDC.
Thank you, sir.
Can we get a PDC for GL44 as well?
Taiwan 1, we have your flight.
Taiwan 1.
Okay,
sure.
rookie mistake. I forgot to put my
you're still showing us
hold button.
a departure from Dakar to here. So you might want to just disconnect and reconnect and see if that works.
Well, can we do that?
Ground GL44 requesting PDC.
GL44, roger, expect PDC.
Yes! If I push the right button, then they hear me. Funny how that works, huh?
Which button?
Hey, here's the PDC. Their call. That was a quick PDC. So, pre-departure clearance from Lhasa ground. Let me copy that. GL44 is clear to Zulu Lima 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 off runway 27 right. This is what we were expecting. DM 11 Delta departure, initial climb 6,300 meters. Alright, let's see if the magic button works. Here, metric altitude. Ooh. Hold on. It's my first time flying in Chinese airspace, so I think I haven't turned that option on, but with the option, and it would be so convenient, so I have to see if I can quickly fix that. Okay, clear squawk 1575, so that's probably how we're gonna quote-unquote read back our PDC, is by squawking 1575, so they know we read it. Departure frequency is 11900, that's correct. Report aircraft type and stand number on 12165. Okay, that's the frequency we're on. So they want stand plus aircraft type. Roger that. When ready for pushback. PDC. Readback not required. Wonderful. One step closer. Another step we need right now would be to get our passenger on board really quick. Our typical 144. This year we have decided to make sure we have as many 44 numbers everywhere. Okay, request the boarding. So let me quickly give you guys an external view if we can. Of the situation here in Lhasa. Okay, Qantas is still doing its push-up, right? Yeah, that's
Hopping kangaroo.
That's always interesting. Okay, now I'm gonna have to do some little switcheroony here. Bear with me. Alright, let's take that out of here for now. Aircraft options. Where is that? VHF's radio spacing, cargo. This is the very first time I would use that option. So I'm definitely looking for it. Altimeter. ISIS altitude in meters, so that would help us too, but that's only the ISIS. Maybe that's the option I'm confusing. There's plenty of options for aircraft and I'm not finding the one I'm looking for. Predictive wind shear, pitch. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to do it the hard way, Crafty. But nothing stops us, right?
That's right.
I'll give you
the show must go on.
The show must go on. Let me give you the magic table, so that you have it handy. I just have too many paperwork here. So the magic, luckily I printed this table. 6300 is 27. Alright. Here's the magic table for you. Okay, let's go back.
It's like an extra, or what do you want me to do with it?
Just so I can have it on request, if you don't mind.
No, it's like got it right here at my fingertips.
Wonderful. Alright, so are we hearing passenger? Yeah, I think we're boarding, right? Okay, we can look at our flight plan. So we got clear out of 27 right. Oh, no SID. Oh, that's not good either. Holy cow, this is why we get... Okay, we got the DM11 Delta, which is a procedure. If I have to hand flying, that is gonna be sporty with no reference. Okay, what part of we have LXA DM? So this will serve as a briefing. It's runway. It's 269. LXA. Okay. Let me see if I can answer a waypoint out of LXA. On a bearing of 269. So we're doing a point bearing distance. The distance is 10.3. I don't think we can see if that works. Okay, alright, we will survive, we will survive. Then it's a right turn I should have been prepared. So this is 29. How is that the 29er? Oh, it's 111, so it's the opposite. So the next waypoint would be LXA. Point bearing 2901 and distance 12. Let's call it. It's 11.7, but I don't think I can put digit in there. And then let's go one last time. Hopefully, LXA is our reference. Our bearing is 305, and the distance 7.5. Let's round it down because the mountains are on that side. Okay, we have 3 point bearing distance 010203, and then we'll go LXA. So I've manually inserted it, and it looks reasonable. Can we get a terrain on that chart? You can see the maxes are at 19,000 feet, crafty. Alright, well, we're on the right side for now. Fun fact, there are altitude constraints. 13290, my goodness. So let's do 13.3, and I think that's it. I'm surprised there's no speed constraint to make sure we can make the turn, but everything looks fine. We have to be over, like say, the Lhasa VOR at least at 26.7. Let's do that. Let's call that 20. Meow. Alright, so.
Okay.
Alright, that was fun, but at least we have some reference now. The other fun thing is that due to the elevation of the field, our typical performance calculator TopCat does not give us numbers. Let me use your MCDU if you don't mind real quick. Clear your scratch pad. Oh, I've not uplinked yet. Okay, let me uplink. Check our fuel, block fuel 13.6 as per the flight plan. We are expecting some tailwind, so that's welcome. 41 knots average tailwind component. Route reserve should come at 700 kilograms, so 0.7 ton. Around 2 tons for alternate, that's 2.2. I'll keep that as it's more conservative, and 1.14 30 minutes. That gives us a bunch of extra, which is per the WorldFlight requirements for us to carry another 90 minutes of fuel. Yes, 90 minutes. Okay, so that would put our takeoff weight at 71.5, which is higher than what I had planned. So let's see what we're gonna do here. 116, 116, 133. I'm sure it's gonna complain. Takeoff speed too low, but that is expected. We're gonna do toga, and this time we're gonna have to do flaps 2. So note the difference. We'll be doing flaps 2. Yeah, due to the
note to self.
Note to self. Exactly. Okay. I think it's starting to look reasonable, and the briefing got the boarding, sorry, got completed, I think. So I talked about our departure already. Runway heading left turn 269er to turn around and bring back to Lhasa VOR as per our point bearing distance quickly created there. Now the taxi, let's try to figure out. We are at stand 5, which is somewhere here. We'll be using 27 right, so it shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna push back, I'm assuming facing east, and then just roll down to 27 right. Here is stand 5, so I would expect maybe Alpha 3 Alpha, all short of 27 right. We'll see what happens. I mean, the major threat around here is the terrain, so I'll have
You mean besides the two
the
of
two
us?
people in the front, yes.
The
Do you want to
pointy
move
end.
your seat a little closer?
Oh, thank
and align
you.
it? Might be a little more
Forgot to
convenient.
scoot up.
No worries,
Thanks.
no worries.
Yes.
I don't mind you not being able to reach the pedals, to be honest, but it's all right. You're doing a great job. So yes, the terrain is going to be a big deal. I'm going to put terrain on my side. You will have the radar on your side. Let's get this party on the road. Let's do the before start checklist. And
Cockpit
all
prep.
the way down, please.
Okay, all the
I'll
way.
tell them to disconnect. Alright, cockpit preparation have been completed.
Gear pins.
Are removed.
Signs.
Are both on.
ADIRS.
We better be on nav. Save our bacon. Yes, they're
Fuel
on nav.
quantity.
Fuel quantities are balanced across 3 tank. You know of the issue with pump number 2 in the center tank, so don't be surprised by that.
Okay.
13.5 ton as per the block fuel, so good.
Takeoff data.
Takeoff data is my best guess. We have a low V1, which is V1 116. I don't think VR 116 makes a lot of sense there. Let me adjust that. Captain discretion. It's still too low, but hopefully it will work.
My cockpit, my rules.
That's
Barrel
right.
ref.
It was 1020 earlier. Let's cross-reference the field elevation. That is one thing we don't want to have wrong around here. Field elevation is 11,700. Okay, so maybe, or I don't know if there's a weather station here. Can you change it to 1015 for me, please, on your side?
Oops.
And then it's set 3 times. Thank you.
Windows. This is below the line.
Yes,
Windows
please
doors.
go ahead. As closed as they'll ever be.
Or B. Beacon.
That's right.
I missed the cue.
Beacon is on.
Thrust levers.
Our idle
Parking brake.
is set for now. That's the before start checklist completed.
1120, push back and taxi. Push back and start, please.
1120, thanks. Push and start approved. Face. You can face the east. You can taxi across the grass.
Roger, thank you.
And ground GL44 stand 5 ready for push and start.
GL44 stand 5. Push and start approved. Face east.
Push and start approved will face east GL44. Wow, that was quick. I should have already prepared for a pushback here. Okay, the gate. Oh yeah, it's minus 8 degrees C here, so little chilly. What is that in funny units? 16 degrees Fahrenheit?
You are. If
Something
you're
like that.
asking me, you are asking the wrong person.
Alright, well good. We have the fuel with hydraulic quantity. Another aspect
not
of
from here.
the
One contact tower, 118.
flying out of this high altitude airport is the pressurization. Already indicating full 8,000. I think normally we would put the high altitude landing so that we prevent the oxygen mask to accidentally deploy. Alright, we're ready too, buddy. That's a PDC. So do we recognize some of the usual suspect? Was a big Qantas? I don't know. It's Qantas 25 still doing. Oh man, they're doing their push-ups. These guys, great. And if you hear release parking brake, let me know. But obviously they need to connect the tug first, and we can squawk or squawk code. 25. We'll see. They move. That's Qantas 25. Stand 7 with 5. I think 4 was there, so let's go.
Virgin 9104, taxi Tango 1, Alpha 1, an Alpha, hold short of Alpha 2.
Tango 1, Alpha 1, on Alpha, hold short Alpha 2, Virgin 910.
You got a little pop-up over there.
Oh, thank you. We want nose left. Would be facing east. Release parking brake. Alright, we'll have to wait for engine start due to the icing condition.
Okay.
Okay, I'm assuming we'll get Alpha 3, Alpha, and then holding short either Alpha 7 or Alpha 6.
And that's because little chunks of ice could hit the people?
Yes, the ground crew.
Mhm.
If we had ice accretions on the blades of our engine, and we start them.
What would happen if we did it? Will it save us some time?
Yes.
Then let's do it.
They're probably they're gonna complain. I don't know if it's gonna mess up.
Let's hear what it does. Do it. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, the FO has cleared us to start engine, so let's go ahead. I guarantee you,
Engine to
GS6
start.
is gonna complain, or
Well.
maybe not. We'll see.
Ground Texas 51 on stand 26.
Or at least they'll tell us, okay, you're clear to start now.
That's
It will be a
okay.
quick start.
That's okay.
You have no
Speed.
respect for the people around here?
I have a lot of respect for the Germans who are expecting us to be on time.
All right. We'll do it for
And we
German.
want to do our best,
Okay,
even if it
Blue
means some
open.
collateral damage
Okay.
of innocent lives.
Sorry. And GS6 is already confused by his own logic because it's playing a voice saying that we started, which we haven't. Although we are starting number 2 and everything looks good on number 2. There we go.
Okay, engine 1 start.
And I don't know if you noticed, I think it's idling at lower N1 due to the lower temperature.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, you're right, we didn't kill anyone so far.
No fake people were killed during this flight.
Hey. Real fake pilot like me have respect for real fake ground crew like them.
A little bit too much.
I'm sorry. Oh, 47 Charlie. I mean, it's all. It's funny to hear the call signs again. Feels like yesterday. Alright. N1 rising. Bleed valve had closed. We heard the relay on Gen 1. Roger. Okay, it's available.
Chrono started.
Yes, I should have started this. I'll let you do your
Mode.
magic,
Okay.
if you don't mind. We can see the mountains.
Flaps 2.
Yes. Okay, it's gonna be an interesting takeoff based on the perf. But it's a 4,000 meter long runway, so that's 13,123 feet.
I don't have a pitch trim setting.
Let's do what was it? Down point 2, I think. We didn't get the message.
Done.
I forgot to start.
Down point 2.
All right, wonderful. Hopefully it will work. Close enough. Alright, let me know when you're ready for the after start checklist, please.
Perfect timing. Anti-ice.
Not required.
ECAM
If we
status.
enter the clause, then we will put it. ECAM status is normal for now.
Pitch trim.
Jeez, I jinxed it. Normal for now. Alright, center tank fuel. Okay. We'll figure it out. If it comes back, we'll do the ECAM. Pitch trim is set down point 2.
Rudder trim.
Is 0. That's the after start checklist completed. Let's call for taxi and we'll do the checklist with a long taxi. And ground GL44 stand 5 ready for taxi.
GL44 following the Shiva 74 ahead of you, taxi Alpha 3 and Alpha, hold short 279.
Follow the 747 via Alpha 3 Alpha and hold short 27 right for GL44. Darn it, 47 Charlie?
Is that who that
Is
is?
47 Charlie? Yeah. Gee, we can barely see
In our
it.
way. I know. Why is he?
Oh yeah, he pushed from this stand. And we're gonna have to wait. Alright, let's do the flight control check then. But if you see him moving, let me know.
Okay.
Ready for
Ready.
flight control? There we go.
Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Almost. Neutral.
Was it almost?
Yeah. No. Well. Okay. Now it is. Full down.
All right, all right. Well, no,
Neutral.
we want our flight control. Believe me.
Rudder.
Believe me.
Full right. Full left. Neutral.
All right, let's do
Bada
the
boom.
before takeoff checklist, please. Might as well as we're waiting here.
Flight controls.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I guess they are on the taxiway. Flight controls have been checked.
Flight instruments.
Everything looks good. Speed, altitude, heading. Yep.
Briefing.
Checked. Briefing has been completed.
Flap setting.
Is at flaps 2, so config 2
V1.
is 116,
VR.
123,
V2.
133,
Flex temp.
and we'll go toga out of here. No flex temp.
ATC.
We're on.
ECAM memo.
ECAM memo is takeoff, no blue.
Any updates to
Thank
the
you.
departure
Nope.
briefing?
We're doing 27 right with the taxi instruction we expect. I suspect the mountains are still there, so we're gonna
Just a hunch.
Yeah, a solid hunch.
So is he taking off before us?
Yes, he will
Okay.
ultimately.
So it's okay that he's in our way.
Well, he will take off before us because he's in our way and I was giving the instruction to taxi after
Okay.
the 747.
Yeah.
We could probably sneak in front of him, but that's
Why would we want to if we're
What?
supposed to be leaving?
No, no,
after
no,
him?
no, no. I'm
I'll kill dead
respecting-
people, but I'm not messing with
with 47
47 Charlie.
No, no, we don't want to mess with 47 Charlie. That's for sure. I don't know if it's 47 Charlie actually.
Oh, it might be a different one. Didn't you say
It's
you put a
most
different
likely
livery?
47 Charlie. Yeah, I thought it was the One World livery. Which it might be, I don't know. And these guys have 4 engines to start, you know, a checklist Boeing style that is yay long. Hello, 47 Charlie, if you're watching.
Oh, there's the One World Qantas.
Oh, that's 47 Charlie. Oh no, that's Qantas,
Wait,
right?
that's
No, that's
Qantas. They're
25.
British Airways.
Yeah, but they were lucky they came from the other side of the terminal and they can be on taxiway Alpha. We're stuck on the ramp with 47 Charlie.
Why? We were
Well, because we
before
were in stand... No, yeah, well, we were in stand 5. Just the timing happened this way. Well, let's do a little cabin announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good early morning to all of you guys. We're happy to have you on board. Tonight this morning I'll be assisted by First Officer Crafty. My name is Captain Tango. We push back from the gate, everything is normal, we're just waiting for the Queen of the Sky, British Airways, here in front of us to taxi. And we'll taxi to runway 27 right, and we should be number 2 or 3 for departure, so I don't expect long delay. It might still be 5 or 10 minutes before we get you guys safely in the air. Once we're at cruise level, I'll get back to you and give you more information about the flight, but for now, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thanks for flying GL. There we go.
Okay.
Is he moving? Beside up and
But
down.
he's waiting. He's waiting, right?
No.
Doesn't he have to wait for?
Oh, did we hear his taxi clearance? Yeah, we
I
need.
thought.
Thank you.
Uh,
It looks like it's got a bit of a technical problem at the moment. If you want to, you can taxi around them on
Yes, thank you.
3 and Alpha, hold short 27 right.
I'd love to. So we'll taxi Tango Alpha 3 and then hold Alpha hold short 27 right.
Over.
All right. You can hear the question in my voice. Okay, let's go. So we can know we were
Thank
given the
goodness.
authorization to.
Push test approve regarding the A320 behind us, French Baguette 23 Whiskey Foxtrot.
All right. I mean, we have plenty of clearance. So let's keep it in sight. Let me know about that guy, but I think we should be good. Sorry, Speedbird, if you're having problems.
Would you get some type of feedback from the sim if you
No.
wing hit somebody? No.
You could, but we don't want that because you
But
get
would you? That's what I'm
spurious-
asking. Does it know?
No,
Okay.
yeah, it would know, but we don't have that option on because it causes problems
Mhm.
sometimes with invisible objects. And
Yeah.
all right,
On my pushback.
this was kinda Tango, and this is Alpha 3.
Not really a factor, so push the button.
So glad he let us go around.
Yeah, yeah, that's the kind of go around you want.
Yeah,
Not when you're
exactly.
landing. All right, we're clear on your side for sure.
Okay, so before you enter the runway, I need to
Oh,
do
I'm
some
not.
shit.
I'm not entering the runway here. There's not much of a runway left here, so we're gonna taxi for a while.
Yeah, we can, left turn Alpha 2, right Alpha 2, 27 right now, Alpha 3.
We should come back one day during the daylight. I mean, it's kind of pretty to see the lights on the hills and all that, but sure, it'll be something else during the day.
Oh, you know what? Okay, we can. I'm resetting this. That was
Yeah,
just our
yeah.
3-minute thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
We
forgot.
waited more
Okay,
than 3
yeah.
minutes behind our
So it's yeah.
friend, the
Yeah,
behemoth.
my next chrono is when we take off.
Copy that right
Alright.
now, 27 right. Delta 8317, ready for push and start, stand 240.
Love it. Good morning, Coffee Flight.
Just caution the 747 off your left hand side, push and start approved.
Copy, push and start approved, we'll watch for that 747 on the left side.
Alright, here's the situation.
Just caution the 747.
Caution. There's 747 in the way. Just work around it. So it looks like we're number 4. By the time we get there, we might be number 2. How does the approach look like? Not too bad. There's one aircraft landing.
737 and we'll stop, stay straight ahead of the 1040.
Alright.
Tower 118.250.
Tower 1825, GL44.
Cafe 89718.
Alright, contact tower. Lhasa Tower GL44 on Alpha.
GL44, hey. Direction 9104, contact departure to 119.0.
Virgin 1104, good morning.
Okay, there's still 3 aircrafts in front of us, so there is no reason to... We see the strobe of one aircraft on final, you see it on TCAS.
Tower John 1471 is ready and turn at 27 right. Check. Lost the tower, Nomadic 132, I list 27 right.
Last station, call sign alright.
Nomadic 132.
Nomadic 132, wind calm, runway 27 right, clear to land.
Wind calm 27 right, clear at Nomadic 132.
And we'll have time, I suspect, to do the before takeoff below the line once we wait in sequence.
Just say the word.
So the lesson learned, single runway airport, it's always good when you land to go to a parking spot that is as close as possible to the threshold. I know it makes for a long taxi after landing,
But
but
it
for
helps
the
the
next
next guy. Yeah.
you know, there's aircraft.
On the holding point, new departure frequency 132.35.
That's a good
Oh,
strategy.
one,
We need to
okay, 132.
implement.
I think he told us 132.35. New departure frequency, which is center, I believe. So this is what here, you know, taxiing and looking down. Next year I'll have you help me with the radio.
And show me when you're doing it. Maybe I can learn it.
Yeah,
Or
I'll
help
have
me
to
l-
set it up on your side, but basically
No,
you have-
that's okay. When you do it, just
Well, I just yeah.
One up and wait 27 right, velocity 9247.
Okay, so he's clearing. Yeah, with 4 in front of us.
oh.
So he's clearing
Some
that guy. He
cargo
put his probes on as he's entering the runway.
Say 897.
Oh, I do have the meter reading on my. Lovely. So we have it on the ISIS, but it puts it on the.
Okay, so once you put it on that setting, it just propagates.
It sure looks like it.
Awesome. Yeah,
So
because
now
I have
we'll
it.
have to double check. We got clear 6,300, I think, right? Yeah, meters.
Well, if we got 47 Charlie on Lhasa.
So once we get to 20,700. Oh, 47 Charlie is back in business.
8987. Taxi holding point Alpha 6. Runway 279.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 6 at 800 down.
Alright, you can see our situation here. On Alpha, number 3-ish, there's one aircraft on the runway.
Apron 1165, Nomadic 132.
The landing aircraft just vacated and got transferred to apron. So we're gonna have wake turbulence from these giant of the sky. There's giant and then there's
27 right, let's take off velocity
Qantas, and they're both 747, so it's gonna be sporty. Oh, did an aircraft disconnect it? I'm not sure. Alright.
Did something disappear? I missed it.
Well, no.
1471. Right, departed traffic has cleared. Line up and wait behind the departing traffic.
Line up and wait behind the departing traffic, car 1471 behind.
Alright, let's do the before takeoff checklist below the line, please.
Cabin crew.
Has been advised.
Engine mode selector.
Is normal.
In PAX.
Well, I think we can do Paxson on Toga. So we're given the DM11D. Make sure I have the chart as a backup here for departure. I'm pretty confident I got the waypoints entered correctly, but it doesn't hurt here to that's the wrong chart. Yeah, Navigraph was giving me trouble with. In any case, we'll put terrain. Is that United, what is it, 1120 in between? We'll see.
123.35, velocity 9247 mate.
Giant 1471. Wind calm, runway 279.
So it's he's clearing the giant. I don't know why the
Runway 27 right,
night
clear for takeoff,
textures are buggy. Okay, here's the
behind departing Boeing 747. Line up and wait behind.
Is there anybody? So there's somebody, yeah, 7 and 8. Oh no, he's on the departure, it's not landing traffic. It's mostly departing traffic. That's good news.
Feedback to the right.
For some reason we don't have landing lights on that United aircraft, unless he hasn't turned them on yet. But I think he was told to line up and wait, so we'll see. We have a front row seat. Oh, it's the Qantas that is in the One World livery, not the...
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah, sorry. For some reason I thought it was the...
British
yeah, so
Airways?
this is Qantas 25. Look at that monster. Beautiful aircraft. The horizontal stabilizer on the back of that aircraft is almost as big as our wingspan.
Wow.
So
Oh my
that
goodness.
tells you something. I know on the A380, which is the double decker, it is bigger, so I'm assuming on the 747 can't be too far.
United 1120, wind calm, runway 27.
Okay. Oh yeah, now he's turning his light. Cool.
Roger, United 1120, clear for takeoff, 27 right.
Giant 1471,
We
contact.
party with a lot of the official teams here. United 1120, Qantas 25,
Well,
Speedbird
that's because we're all
47
getting
Charlie.
priority, right?
I didn't.
I would think that.
Oh, I didn't see. Okay, he's lining up, so we'll be sterile cockpit for a little while. Try not to hit a mountain. No promises. I know our viewers would like that for entertainment purpose. Okay, put his strobes on.
Say 897, you're number 5 for departure.
Oh, that is something. Once again, I like the fact that WorldFlight, as we fly in real time, is giving us an opportunity to do a little more night flying. I know after a while it gets repetitive and it messes up with our normal cycle because
Our body clock.
your body clock, yeah, we
Yeah.
feel like it's much later in the day
Makes
than
for
it
a long
truly-
day.
Yeah.
United 1120, contact radar 132.35, and flight, bye-bye.
All right, 27 right, confirmed. Here's the.
25, wind calm, runway
So he's gonna let him take off. Then he's gonna let us line up and wait behind, probably. So we'll have a little time to.
44 behind the departing Boeing 747, line up and wait behind.
Behind the departing Boeing 747, line up and wait, runway 27 right behind GL44. Alright, he's on the roll. I'm gonna wait a little bit for the wake turbulence, but okay. Entering the runway, runway confirmed. And that's so we take off, turn a little bit to the left, and then we do a big turn because we need to go that way. But the mountains forces us to first gain altitude.
Mhm.
So ideally we would make a note of where he took off and try to rotate before that to avoid this wake turbulence, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so you ready? I'm waiting for
I'm
the
ready.
clearance, but okay. Cool. I don't know if he's gonna give us more separation, which is something
Delta 8317, are you with me?
something they would do in the real world because there's a
Because of the
heavy.
terrain?
No, because
44, wind calm, runway 27
Oh, the
right,
wake.
clear takeoff.
clear for takeoff GL44 runway 27. Alright, we've been clear for takeoff. Takeoff.
132.35, and clear flight, bye-bye.
Chrono started.
50% stable.
Qantas
We're on the
25,
go.
over to radar 132.35.
Thrust set.
There's not a lot of air for our engine here.
47 Charlie, line up
So
and
even
wait
with
to
toga,
behind
this
departing
acceleration
traffic
is pretty sluggish.
behind starting traffic, line up 37 right behind, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Delta 8317, power.
Go ahead, Delta 8317.
Delta 8317 for you, Alpha 6.
Alpha 6, Delta 8317, thank you
Man,
very
it
much.
takes forever.
Maybe I should touch
I mean, with some fuel.
100
but
knots.
checked.
Forget 23 Whiskey Foxtrot, Alpha for you, Alpha 6.
And Alpha 6 for reference back at 23 Whiskey Foxtrot, thank you.
V1.
Alright, we're committed.
125.
Rotate.
Okay, let's go.
Positive
We will
rate.
get positive rate at one point in time. Gear up, please.
Gear up.
Qantas 36, come. Would it be possible to get an intersection departure? I mean, I'm a podcaster. Does that count?
Oh, don't do that.
There you are. Well, I was sick. Seatbelt 47 Charlie, wind calm, 27 right, clear taxi.
So we're between
Okay,
Qantas
okay,
25
right,
and
that's
47 Charlie. This is going to be interesting.
So he must have got his stuff sorted out.
Yes, yes, yes. I heard he joined the queue.
Now.
6 behind.
Alright, we're still doing toga. Slowly climbing out of here. Okay, we'll meet the altitude constraint, that's good. It will turn to the left. So, thrust lever climb, but I want to bring the nose down first, see positive trend on the speed, and then bring it flex and bring it. Alright. So it, oh, I should have forced the waypoint to be overflown. That's why it's making its turn before we should. Really. Let's get the DMA. So it's DME 10.3. Okay, so we can start the turn now. Okay.
Captain 897 town.
Cathay 897, go ahead.
Yeah, Captain 897 line up and divide 27 right, no delay.
Yeah, I guess they don't need speed restriction here. It's just. Alright, that's associated.
You're the best, on a 36.
Whoa, turn it.
47 Charlie, radar 132.35.
Turn the wrong one.
132.35, thanks very much, David 47 Charlie, bye.
Alright. I don't mind staying at F speed for a little bit.
Traffic.
That's the 747 that took off. And we were able to do that turn. Okay, let's go flaps 1, please.
Flaps 1.
Intersection Alpha 6, cleared for takeoff, no delay. Traffic.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of his way.
And also, can we request re-down vector after departure of Cathay 897?
Cathay 897, negative.
Roger, Cathay 897.
It's not really by the book, but it will keep us safe. Uh-oh. What did I miss? Am I supposed to contract him? And center GL44 passing 15,000.
GL44, last control, hello, climb to 10,700 on standard pressure.
Climb to 10,700 on standard pressure GL44. And so that's meters. Obviously we already passed 10,700 feet.
Proceed direct to East JLA.
So
Air China 867, proceed direct X-ray November.
we're gonna have to use the magic table again.
A-firm, proceed direct X-ray November.
I think it's our cruising altitude, but we'll have to check.
Do you need me to look up something?
Well, if you, yeah, on the right side, it should convert 10,700 meters into feet.
Free speed, Neptune over Whitney.
35,100.
35,100, thank you so much.
Aeromaster 155.
Yes, that is.
10,700 is 35,100.
Yeah, got you. That's
The British old
perfect.
lady is
Okay,
back.
right. It was a 300-foot deviation, but I think it's all good.
There was a weather update a minute ago. It's probably correcting for it.
We'll put it on flat.
Did we lose the... And we can do that on standard, so you can go standard.
Done?
Bang for star 3360, send.
Okay, let's go direct. Exit.
Bye-bye.
Correct from here. Autopilot 1 on. And we finally creeping up to our
Bang for star 3360, so send
S speed.
8,900 meters on standard pressure.
Okay, yeah, I can see it. 10,698 meter. Oh, that is convenient. That is convenient. I wonder if it has to do with this thing or not. Ha ha!
So I said it, and then you
Alright,
saw it.
flaps
You
up,
didn't have to do
please.
anything. Flaps are up.
Well, I can confirm that
Yeah.
it's reading, you
Yes.
know, within
Yeah.
100 feet.
Yep.
It's
That's
reading
great.
close. So thank you so much. Alright, we
Sorry,
don't need the
climb to
DME anymore.
300 meters on
I'm gonna
standard
wait a
pressure.
little, but we can do. Just wanna make sure we stay clear of terrain. I'm gonna. Let's go ahead and do the after takeoff.
GL44 proceed directed Jella.
Direct JLAB for GL44. Hopefully we're high enough.
Landing gear.
Thank you, welcome back.
Is up.
Flaps.
Contact,
I'll retract it. That's our fuel pump again. We'll worry about that in a second. And packs are on. So I don't know what.
123 decimal something. Can you repeat that again?
Decimal something.
Please, sorry.
Jesus.
Lanzhou 123.750.
123.750 to the wang. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
These guys. Is that
Is
Neptune
it Neptune?
11?
I think it's.
I knew you did not want to say that.
All right. So.
Silly, you know.
Come on, clear off.
So there's still terrain. We need to make sure. Okay, and we can do the below the line because we have been clear
Barrel ref.
to flight level, so it's on standard 3 times. Alright, this is exciting.
Fly heading 090 degrees.
You know what?
Fly heading 090 degrees.
Do we want 300 on the climb,
GL44
maybe?
fly heading 050 degrees.
050 on the heading for GL44. Alright, open climb, heading. They're still trying to pick up some speed. There's still some terrain. 24.2, and we are 17.5, so yeah. I might reduce the speed to favor faster.
QH102.
Faster. Better.
Well, faster climb. It's a trade-off.
Oh, God.
We're doing 1,000 feet.
On QH1025.
Make sure I put that back now. We're clear of the initial terrain.
Cleared ILS 27 right.
We should-
Okay.
When you have bandwidth, talk about
November 3366.
The turnaround.
Setting 9,000 feet.
how we can
8,900
expedite.
feet now, please, on standard pressure.
Okay, we got clear to Gala.
8,900 standard pressure.
There's a little bit of things. Well, yeah, there's certainly things I need to do in waiting for
Setting 060 degrees.
next call.
060 degrees, 047 Charlie.
Okay, so we got
GL44 heading 060 degrees, please.
060 heading GL44.
It's time to go now on 1 Unicorn 1228, fish bar, to another knock.
What? Okay, flight plan looks good, but although we are on heading right now. Radio nav, I didn't tune.
1 Unicorn 1228.
Lhasa was auto-tuned, that was handy for the distance. Holy cow, we're 19,000 feet above sea level, but we're only 2,500 feet above the ground. Momentarily, I mean, it just came in live, but okay, so cruising altitude 351, which is the 10,700 meter, is below optimum, but close enough. Perf. Okay, now that we've finally reached 320 in the climb, we're doing 1,500 feet per minute, so that's better. The terrain starts to disappear, which is what we want as we're getting higher and higher. Our fuel is still plenty of extra time, 2 or 20 minutes, so I'll copy our current flight plan into our secondary flight plan. Alright. I do have some paperwork to do first, and still waiting for him. Oh, although we might be with him for a while. The air is so dry here at altitude, so make sure you stay hydrated too.
Oh.
Alright, so what are we talking about? We're talking about our electronic paperwork, which is our ACAR system. Pre-flight I enter everything except for our takeoff, which was 71,300. I believe. No security check. Okay, the fuel is where we have to do a little math. We found the aircraft with 7,450 kilogram of fuel. We asked the tanker to bring us to our block fuel, which is 13.6 tons. So that's a difference of roughly 6.2 ton. And if I put that in liters, so we put on board 7,700 liters of fuel. The fuel was pretty cold due to the outside air temperature, but that's good, it makes it denser.
3368 kilo, descend to
Are we human?
7,200 meters on the local
Extra
QNH.
fuel, that's our
Cleared
4.5,
island,
oh, only
300
4.3 ton. Okay, let's
Delta
convert that. That's our
7,200
90
local
minutes
QNH,
extra
cleared
fuel
to
per
the
world
right,
flight
business class.
requirements, explaining our remark. Company code for the reason is 01. Roger, 5330 will do just nicely. Okay. What else? I did the takeoff. We did get a pushback. We were at a gate, and it was gate 5.
4,100.
Okay, now
Climbing 6,300 meters, runway heading.
here's the stress. Let's get our actual departure time. Okay, there's still mountains all over here. 22,900 on the ND is the top. I mean, we passed that, but it's still 1,000 feet only. Not sure exactly where the max are. Okay, we're good at heading.
Vigilant 104, we have get a couple of minutes away to get another coffee.
Sounds like you need it. Hey, you want some good news?
Yes.
Virgin 9104.
And our passenger will like it too. So we pushed back at 20:39 Zulu, which is 6 minutes prior to our estimated pushback.
Nice.
And our takeoff was 21:04, which is 11 minutes early. So we've no excuse screwing this up. No excuse. No, you mentioned the turnaround. This is kind of turnaround in a transfer, so I had the luxury to have everything kind of ready, except filing my flight plan with VATSIM and then getting a clearance. But the bottom line is that when we land, we will have a turnaround between ourselves.
Can you look on the chart parking to see where we can park most advantageously
Yes.
before we
once
land? I mean, I
get-
know right
yeah,
now
yeah.
it doesn't. You don't know who's parked and who's not, right? Until until closer to when we get there. But I like that strategy of trying
Yeah, we'll see what they
to.
give us. So I
get
think
a
we'll
good
land in
parking
north,
spot.
and there's a million parking. So we'll go as south as possible. Okay, no, that's a good point. Remind me when we get there.
And it's
We can
as south
ask
as
when
possible.
we check in with ground. We can ask for a gate on the south side. Okay. I'm almost responding to Speedbird 47 Charlie call sign now. Jella, okay. We were given direct Jella.
That's where we go. I thought it was very funny.
What did they say? I missed the
don't
joke.
know, we'll have to.
It's the home of the Mike for Weavay. It's the home
What?
of the Brick of yes!
The home of the what?
I don't know what's going on. So let's recall. Oh no, it's gone? Okay, so our pump seems to be happy now. We're about to consume all our fuel in the center tank. We're at 440. So by 200 I expect the center fuel tank to turn off. For now it shows center tank feeding or feed.
So I'm
I mean,
just kind of briefly looking at our stream. I don't identify any choppiness or
Okay.
frozen.
frozen.
Knock on
yeah,
wood.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Seems to be okay at the moment.
So is this a better shortcut than Igella, or it's the same?
Can you repeat that? Sorry, French Baguette Citrus, for shot? Stand by some further. LR583, fly heading 120 degrees. Correction. Fly heading 100 degrees. 100 and request select Igella or Capone.
We're still climbing.
Slowly climbing, yeah.
So it takes a while.
Well, partially because we want to do it at a relatively high speed, so the higher the speed, the least you can climb. Okay, we're coming
Very
into
nice
some
sliver of moon over there.
Yeah, I know. Time for an external view? Let's do.
Go over the field. Can you answer to the vector, please, from Baguette Citrus, Foxtrot? Okay, thanks for getting that. Thanks for getting through the Foxtrot. We'll go ahead, flying 270 degrees, and expedite climb to 6,300 meters. Turning 270 and expedite to 3,300 meters. First Baguette Citrus, Foxtrot.
Put some music.
300 meters, First Baguette Citrus, Foxtrot. Delta 8370.
Yeah, that would be a good time, but let me first mute your microphone if you don't mind.
1,700
Okay, you're muted. Yeah, you should.
November 3368 kilos. Descend to 7,200 meters, cleared out at 275. Down to 7,200 meters, cleared out at 275. Canal 583, proceed direct to Igella. Igella, 520. Traffic is spotted. Thank you, GL 44, proceed direct, X-ray November.
Direct X-ray November for GL44. Okay, we'll be back on our flight plan. And that waypoint is 616 nautical miles away. So even on the highest range, which is 320, we're not going to see it for a while. Where are we going? We're going, yep, 050. That sounds like the right heading. Little bit of a left turn. Okay, and we have now consumed all the fuel in our center tank. I would still say center tank feed. Oh, we're almost there at 210.
Right 990, situation. Very good day. This is their Keep us 208 back control. Hello, see on the departure.
So the controller gave us pretty much as a shortcut as we could get. That's why you see the other traffic on a slightly different heading and to our right. But we'll rejoin, and also it helps them. Probably two of those are the 747 that departed in front of us and behind us, Qantas 25 and Speedbird 47 Charlie. So he will figure out by the time we get, 500-600 miles away, they'll probably be well ahead of us. Okay, so we are at 9,500 meters, climbing to 10.7. Wind is indeed coming from the back. Ground speed 504. Should have probably done, well, we were already past. I was thinking we could do a direct with the beam so that I would have a reference for the fuel check, but we'll do it based on time. So we're roughly a beam tapoon from my moving map. Trying to figure out Igela. As a waypoint before Igela, it would have been 20 minutes into the flight, so we're 22. And our ground speed was expected at 530. Now, what Mach number did I use for the planning? I used Mach 7.8. Still on the climb. Yeah, the top of climb was scheduled to be 22 minutes, so we're climbing a little slower than estimated. That's probably why our ground speed is not quite yet what it needs to be. Or it might be the wind. Wind were estimated at top of climb at 87 knots from 271. So 272 is 77. So that would not quite be a different 10 by the time they are just in a tailwind component, but still. And 505 over the ground is not bad. Alright, it's popcorn time. I'm good for now. Let me see. Have you had a chance to look at the chat, possibly? Have you had a chance to look at the chat? Not too much? Oh, yeah, you mentioned. Hey, we don't say that. Yeah. True. Good point. When I try here, it gives me a problem. Hopefully it's a frequency quiet. Try to pick us up on the map. GL. We are en route and will be with this controller for a while. So our distance is showing 680 to go. Can't believe we're still climbing. We'll be there in a sec. I mean, we're 10.5 or 10.7. It's in hundreds of meters. And we'll basically be above high terrain for vast majority of the flight, so expect the ND. I know you can't see it right now, but to be peppered with green. Do you mind switching to weather? So by deactivating the so usually we we can only display terrain. Is the terrain warning? So when you get a terrain warning, it automatically. Unfortunately, what is the local time here? So when we left Lhasa, I think they're +8. So still only 5:30 in the morning, but at one point in time we should have a nice sunrise. One of those. Exactly. Crafty, who's muted right now, as she's enjoying some GL Air popcorn with extra GL Air in the popcorn, was referring to, or welcome back on the frequency, Crafty.
Thank you.
So you were mentioning our flights yesterday, right? A similar schedule, 3 flights, and the first one was in the dark, but in the middle of the second one I was so much looking forward to the sunrise. And basically, yeah, we can't see too much yet. But yeah, I was mentioning I was looking for the sunrise, and I stepped away from the cockpit for 5 minutes. Luckily, I decided to do a quick check on the stream from. I can't read from here.
Well, there's no overlays or anything. It's just all dark.
What overlay do you want?
I don't know.
Okay.
Right now it's just a black screen.
All right. Well, that's why I was on an
And
external
usually
view.
you see the.
You want this with the moon?
Oh, I
It's
thought you were
probably a
going
little
to
better.
do cockpit view. Sorry.
There's not much about the cockpit view.
No, there's not.
Anyway, to conclude our little story about the sunrise and the reference about stepping outside of the cockpit, that's exactly what I did. Luckily, I caught it watching
What
the
did you do?
stream. Well, like you mentioned, I stepped away from the cockpit.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you stepped on somebody.
No, I
Gotcha.
stepped away
Okay,
from
yes,
the cockpit.
Today, hopefully, you'll catch the sunrise.
Yes, I should have done my research. Actually,
I mean, I think at the beginning of the flight you had
is it
calculated.
getting brighter?
I do. Is
I
that
mean,
the sun?
east is that?
I see something behind us.
No, that's our. No. Hold on a second here. It's kind of getting brighter over there, I believe. Oh, I never turned.
It's the middle of the day
I
for
was
Susan.
debating. Let's put some lights on at least.
136, I need you and level going in that direction of flight. Can you accept 10-7 or 11-3?
It's funny how.
Can we take 3-4-1? Negative, because that's an even speed cruising level, so I need you like 35 or 37.
Calculating which flight level they can accept. So this is pointed toward mostly the east, so we'll see if we can catch the sunrise. Especially that yesterday we were pretty much headed due east, so it was hard to miss had I been in the cockpit.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted you to.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Talk about the barking dog.
Oh, the PTU? Yes, the port transfer unit on the Airbus is pretty noticeable when you are in the cabin, and it does a self-check at the beginning.
On the ground, right?
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, if you're here in the air, it's never a good sign. But then depending if you do single engine tax. Okay, it's really hard for me to talk and to listen and to I think we're still good for a while, but yeah, the power transfer unit is a typical sound you should have heard if you've been on an Airbus, especially the A320, the older one. And it basically allows transfer of power, as the name implies, between two of the three hydraulic system, the green one and the yellow one. And we thought transfer hydraulic fluid so that there is no risk of a leak then ruining your day on both green and yellow hydraulic systems. So.
But it makes a very unique noise.
And it sounds a little bit like a barking dog.
A little bit like that.
Okay, so let me try to guess when he's gonna transfer us. Usually there's a waypoint between the two controller area, but it's not the case here. Okay, so while you're gone, the fuel depleted from the centrifugal tank, so we should not have any other alert and ECAM messages from pump number 2. But as we have been flying all around the world, maintenance had no time to even look at
so how does that
what's
get
going
resolved?
on.
How does that get resolved?
We'll have maintenance look at it. I did a tech entry log and maintenance will look at it. Nothing else for me to do.
How does it get fixed?
I don't know, we'll have to ask maintenance. I don't know. Do you want to... we can put you on the SATCOM and have maintenance.
No, I'm just curious. Like, really, how does it get resolved?
I just work here, It's just... I don't know, it has been observed by other pilots in the fleet, and so we'll report it to the software developer. It might be a bug, it might be a feature kind of accidentally triggered by something else. Because the freeware version of the GL-A320 software doesn't support failures, but Jean-Luc has a professional version which does, so...
And you've tried that out, right?
What's that?
You tried that out, didn't you?
No, that was a ProSim that I tried out. Okay, people are complaining. Oh, Covey is on the frequency. That's 44 November.
Yes.
We're 44. We need to be careful. So we can't even see the next waypoint on our map. So far away. And if we look at airports around here, there's not too many options. Maybe it's better that it's night. If we have a problem, I'd rather not see what's under here. Luckily the weather is good. The weather has been pretty good, right, so far? A little bit
yes,
on our
I'm
flight
surprised.
to Canada, but we didn't encounter some of the
Maybe
issues.
with Lima. Didn't you have a crazy storm once when Lima was here?
There was a crazy storm last year out of I forgot the name, in South Africa, I think. And then we had a landing at minimum, and I guess we didn't really prepare for it, and just when we were passing minimum we saw the runway, but we had already committed to go around. That was with Lima Jeff.
Oh, that's right.
I
Yeah,
think it
so
was
maybe
in
we'll
Tallinn,
get something exciting because
Estonia.
Lima Jeff will be joining Captain Tango this evening.
He sure
And
will.
is he going to be pilot flying?
We'll figure it out. He sure can.
Yeah.
He's highly qualified to do so.
Survey 44 November, are you able 2,000 feet higher?
So let me show you the situation of the terrain around here. Let's do a little switcheroony to the map.
10,700 meters, pressure, survey 44 November.
There we go. So if you look at the map, green is lower, yellow, red gets higher, and that kind of ice light blue is the highest. And so we departed from 11,700 feet already, and we are traversing the Himalayan range with all the mountains there. So it's really impressive to see how long we'll fly about high terrain, which is reflected on the terrain display that I have on my side. Now I ask you to switch back to the weather, but the weather seems fine. So we're still waiting for daylight to break. Let me try to figure out if we can estimate when that would happen.
Is 10,100 meters.
We are maintaining 10,100 meters, golden tiger 320.
But you're about 1,000 feet too low, just check. 10,100 meters should be 331.
And copy, and what altitude you see us?
They're showing 322.
Yeah,
So there's a
some
meters
softwares.
thing?
Well, here it gets really tricky because they might be all correctly set on their sim. There are sim that simulate the impact of temperature on their altitude reading. That's one of the reasons, or there might be other reason why, although correctly set on VATSIM across the network, they will show incorrectly and sometimes quite substantially.
Yeah.
I mean, the RVSM separation at these levels is only 1,000 feet, so you can have traffic going the other way, 1,000 feet above, 1,000 feet below, so you don't want any big discrepancy. So our destination today is Lanzhou. Sunrise in Lanzhou.
X-ray November, New Zealand 362.
Okay. What? Current time? That's not correct. November 5th. We're way past that. Right? Oh, what?
Thank you, welcome back.
That's weird.
Singapore 8437, route direct to Dolgu.
Okay, current time November 10. It's probably when the page was cached by Google. Sunrise today at our destination is predicted at 7:35 a.m. local time. That's my best guess.
Mm-hmm.
1120, contact Lanzhou 123750, good day.
Okay, 123750 is Lanzhou. I have the frequency set on my side. So if you wanted to set it, oh, well, let me come back to that. Let me finish my attempt.
Okay.
Poor man's attempt. It might be not until we get there, actually. We're supposed to land around 7 local, and it was 7:30, so it might be the early dawn. So the frequency, you always have 2 frequencies on the radio, from small G aircraft to the big monster commercial aircraft. The left one is the active one. The right one is called standby. That's what we see here. It's active or standby. I know there's a course too, but ignore that for now. And so basically, you have 2 concentric knobs, and right now it's set at 122.71. In the US they would say 122.71.
Okay.
And so the big one moves the bigger number
Okay.
on the left,
Mm-hmm.
and then the small one moves the number on the right.
Okay.
So you would use those to tweak the frequency.
Okay.
And it's not like on your radio where what you're tuning is, in the old days, the direct frequency that you hear. So you won't hear a switch frequency or whatever as you go through. The whole point of having a standby frequency is that you can tune it and have it the way you want, and then you switch. So you only switch from one to the other. The other benefit is that you keep the previous frequency when you swap. Sometimes you have noticed I missed the frequency or I didn't enter it correctly.
So you have to go back and ask.
Yeah. So now the next level is that
And how do you switch back and forth
we
between
have
active
two
and standby?
radios. It's this button that shows kind of the arrow both sides, the switchy arrow.
How do I
here.
know which one it's on?
So
I
the
guess
left one is the active.
Okay.
But now, by default, there's two radio from a redundancy perspective, and the default interface to the first one is on my side, and the default interface to yours on the second one is on your side, and that's why it shows VHF 2. So what you're tuning here is VHF 2, and if you were switching it, it wouldn't do anything besides switching VHF 2. We typically use VHF 1 to do the communication.
Okay.
You can use one or the other or both actually on VATSIM, but you don't get separated audio feed. So right now you will see on my side it's by default VHF 1.
If I switch VHF 1, will it give me your numbers
Yes.
over there?
So you can press it.
Okay.
You see, it shows now on your side that the
Okay.
active frequency on VHF 1 is 132.35, and if I switch on VHF 2 is 119, and it doesn't switch anything on our headset because we're still listening to VHF 1, which is set by this. This is what you're listening to. If you wanted to listen to VHF 2, you would pop that one.
Gotcha.
And in real world, you can listen to both. And VATSIM, I would have to do a command to be able to do that. So, in order to help me tune the frequency, you would have to set it on this. And now if you switch, we would really switch frequency. So I'll put it back on.
Just as a safeguard, you leave it on
Yes.
VHS too.
Yeah.
VHF.
But that's, very high frequency.
Okay. Very large telescope.
Extremely
large, extremely large
telescope. All right. So we're chilling here. I'll see you tomorrow, yeah. I think we're getting closer. I want to believe we're getting closer. Yeah, I think we're going to get transferred really soon. Hopefully we didn't miss it.
Control, hello, China 6817, passing 4,200 meters for 6:30 p.m.
A little bit of cloud coverage below us, nothing much.
Oh, hello.
Still plenty of terrain under us. And what is that?
China is 6817.
Hello, 3.
Contact Lanzhou control on 123.75.
And the other is that Speedbird just got told to switch. And we know we left with them now. We know they're 747 faster than us.
Thank you. GL44, contact Lanzhou 123.750. Good day.
Over to Lanzhou and on 123.75. Thanks for the service. Bye bye, GL44. All right, here we go.
And then do you let them know you're there?
Yes, but Speedbird, which was told to switch just before us, was on the frequency. I didn't hear the controller.
So you're waiting for them?
I was thinking the controller would respond.
Aeromaster 154, contact Lanzhou approach on 120.25. Good day. 120.25, Speedbird 47 Charlie,
okay.
Lanzhou control radar identified. Maintain 1,300 meters on navigation. Maintain 1,300 meters on navigation. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
And Lanzhou control GL44, Juliet Hotel Lima 44 at 10,700 meters.
GL44, good morning. Lanzhou control, squawk 6322.
Will squawk 6322, 你好, GL44.
你好.
So he gave us a new squawk code. Oh, yeah, 6322. Okay, we got a local controller if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Descend maintain 7,500 meters XB
Lovely.
10,500.
So there, he was switching some other aircraft to...
A601 contact Lanzhou approach.
That's what I want to hear. 120.25.
Yep.
So do you want
So
to
you
try
put
to
that on
tweak
standby?
That? Yeah. 12. Don't. Yeah. You can. Because I don't think that's gonna. Oh, it will. Oh, gee. Yeah, if you want to put it, I was thinking we would practice on
Okay.
VHF2. I mean, you can just put it on 120. Decimal 25. Yeah, that's the approach I was expecting. Approach frequency I was expecting. Yeah.
So
it's really the big knobs. You don't have to. Usually you have 118, 119, 120, 121. There's
So
not too
there,
many.
right?
The other one, it's 120.25.
Oh, I thought you said 75.
I might have by mistake. Sorry if I did.
Decimal 25.
Yeah, and you can. Now you
There we
can
go.
go either up or down. So if you were given 120.925, you don't have to go all the way down, up and up. All the way up to 925. If we were already at 25, you can go lower, and this only controlled this. You see, it didn't change the 120, 120. So we would 920 to 925. So yeah, if you get 025, I mean it will take a lot, right? Whereas we were at 925, you just go up a little bit, and so if we want 025, you just go up, and there you go. But at least that's. Did I hit this one? I probably hit this one. Anyway,
contact 100, contact Lanzhou approach 120.
let me use this time to figure out the frequencies could be expecting here.
Contact 100, contact Lanzhou approach 120.25. Good day.
120.25, 2500.
Speedbird 257, reduce speed 280 knots and descend maintain 6,300 meters.
6,300, reduce the speed to 280, Speedbird 257.
So I have a few charts. We can start. I mean, we're still quite a bit out. Let me update the progress page. The airport code for Lanzhou is Zulu Lima Lima Lima. Putting that in the progress page with 400 miles, so that's probably a little more than an hour.
Is flight level 35
And
10,726 meters.
let's get a quick weather request there.
A317, good morning, Lanzhou control, squawk 6325.
I would have to check. Let me use your site. Or alternate is Zulu
for Delta E317.
Lima X-ray Yankee.
12,000 meters.
Okay. Might try the ATIS, but we have had mixed luck.
6326.
And the request is still early, but I like to get the information sooner than later. We did get the ATIS, ATIS Juliet.
Level 10,700 meters.
Okay.
Delta A317, radar identified. Taiwan 1 radar identified.
I'll print the current ATIS, which is ATIS Juliet in Lanzhou.
Sir, good evening, French baggage 23 Whiskey Foxtrot, Mac decimal 80.
Rock again.
I guess we never increased our Mach number. It's one thing we can do.
10,100.
Rock again, 1 by 1. Foxtrot Bravo Tango to 3 weeks.
It is Juliet. We're using runway 36. Expect ILS.
And call sign is French baguette.
Wind is 310 at 3, but that's meter per second. Temperature -1, dew point -4. QNH 1020. Confirm you will implement RNAV procedure. Interesting.
Oh, correction. 5,600
Okay.
meters.
So I expect the
QNH
QNH to be 1020.
10,100 meters.
There we go.
Climb 1,100 meters.
That was Aussie 121.
Aussie 121, good morning. Lanzhou control squad 632.
In addition to the ATIS, we got the weather request, which has both for destination and alternate. But as we got the
332.
ATIS, I'm using the ATIS.
51 with you at 10.
Guys still alive?
Barely.
Okay.
We'll try to figure out our ILS.
Tango X-ray Sierra.
No, there's more than... I'll probably get the Zulu. Oh no,
Tango X-ray
ILS
Sierra
DME
51,
Zulu.
good morning. Scott 632.
Here it is. Then there is...
Correction.
Do we have the Avbud 19er Alpha, which is the RNAV approach?
Just 1 second, this is May School for me.
Let me verify.
Papa Quebec Scott 0010.
I gave him a simpler code. Avbud. It's planned for the Avbud 19er Alpha.
Whiskey Foxtrot Scott 6230.
Well, it is 19er Alpha, AVB 19er Alpha.
Thank you for that lovely contact. French baguette 23 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Thanks for helping me,
Yes,
helping you.
thank you.
Check direct to X-ray November, resume home navigation.
Okay, let's see on our plan here. So we're X-ray November, like you just cleared that aircraft. That was on our flight plan, then Avbud, which is the beginning of a couple of stars into Lanzhou. Penra.
Roger 91040,
Yeah, that's correct.
Descend 7,500 meters. We got an arrival too, or is it back to Virgin 9104?
Roger 91004 will be given by the approach.
Okay.
The approach is gonna give us the star.
Radar identified. 1,100 meters.
What's the bottom one?
Take a look. So it brings us to the south of the airport. Left base 436. Okay. Let's put the terrain back.
Lanzhou control, Scott 6334.
Let's paint in the green. There we go. 18.1. Terrain max. Do we have X-ray November? Finally, yes. Less than 320, 294. Okay. Let's prepare charts as much as we can.
Sundown, apology, speedbird 47 Charlie, Ham, we require a descent flight level 280.
Did you say pan?
341 Charlie, descend and maintain 8,900 meters, flight level 291. 8,900 meters, flight level 291, thank you.
Oh no. We don't want that, huh?
471 Charlie, traffic ahead 8 nautical miles, Boeing 7371, and at level 1,700 meters. Roger, thank you, we've got the 47 Charlie. And now, Cockpit to confirm, do you want us to go down to 7,500 meters now, or just when ready, got us 224? Now. Okay.
No. Right?
Right? No. Still no lights on the east. No daylight. But we'll get there. Looking at the frequency 12025 Lanzhou. Tower is 118.1. Ground is 121.905, and delivers online, so that will be for turnaround. And it is Juliet, which we got over there. Radio is still valid.
Lanzhou approach 120 for 25 today.
1025, Bernard, bye.
Bye-bye.
Last station, Oriental again. Giant 14711, descend now 8,100 meters. Descend now 8,100. All station, as a time reminder, all descent altitude
all descent instructions without descent via start should be descent now.
What?
So all descent
Okay,
instruction that are not via star is a no. So if he said descend, it means descend no. If he says descend via XYZ star,
300 meters.
Descend maintain 6,300 meters, longitude 24.
Center, New Zealand 362, command here.
New Zealand 362, hello, Scott 632 someone.
Please repeat for New Zealand 632.
Lanzhou control, good morning. Golden Tiger 320, maintain 10,100 meters.
Last station, clear again, call sign.
Golden Tiger 320.
Golden Tiger 320, hello, Scott 6331.
Squad 6221, Golden Tiger 320.
What?
what Chinese?
Center, was that 6327
Oh, okay.
for
Over China.
Literally
632?
speaking
Literally.
Chinese.
Squawk.
Yes.
Raz is there right here
New
in
Zealand
China.
362, 632 someone. 计划12拐5，兰州雷达看到上述的101。东方12，跟着东方24拐2正是马赫数。
东方24拐2，现在马赫点69。
超错。吉祥1658，马赫数不超过点69。
适当马赫数不超过点69，158。
Virgin 9104 descend and maintain 6,300 meters. Virgin 9104 descend maintain 6,300 meters.
6,300 meters, Virgin 910.
Giant 1471 descend and maintain 6,900 meters.
Roger, 6,900 meters. And so we just get an estimated track miles to run. John 141.
An estimate of what?
Extra miles to run.
9224 someone descend maintain 7,500 meters.
So they feel like they're high, I guess.
500 meters, velocity 9247.
Contact 25, turn left heading 020, redirector for spacing.
Heading 020,
United 1120, descend and maintain 9,500 meters.
Roger, 1120 down to 9,500 meters.
Lanzhou, Freebird 47 Charlie, request stop descent at 9,500 meters.
Freebird 47 Charlie, approved 9,500 meters and turn right heading 080, redirector.
Right heading 080 and we're level off 9,500 meters. Just to confirm we're off normal, cancel the path.
Freebird
So
471 Charlie, roger, cancel pan.
so they did call pan, which is when you have an issue. It's not quite yet an emergency, so you're not declaring mayday, mayday, mayday.
And it's pan.
Yes.
Huh. And what
And
was
they had to go lower, and they sorted out.
Alright.
But they had problem on the ground, right? After their pushback,
Oh,
that's
that
why
was
we would.
Speedbird
Yeah,
47 Charlie?
yeah.
Oh, those poor guys.
Hopefully all is good with 47 Charlie. We probably have another 200 track miles before our descent, so guesstimate that half an hour or so. We're doing good. 505 ground speed. We are now a little more than an hour into the flight. I think I'll have to interpolate if we want to do a fuel check, but everything looks good.
Okay, 120.25, which is 9104. See you. And then I'll request
tuning X-ray November VOR, which is the waypoint we're headed to, was scheduled with an ETA over there at 92 minutes into the flight. Right now we're showing reaching X-ray November at 22:35, which is 25 minutes from now. We are at 107, so that's 92. So it's right on the money. Right on the money.
And then we could be very efficient in the turnaround.
Yeah, we'll do our best. We'll do our best. No, the wind is dying down a little bit. The winds have not been as favorable, but only by 10 knots.
Okay, so it's not a big difference.
But not a big difference, no.
6,300 meters, velocity 9247.
Hello, Center, Spencer, Radio 117, 5,000.
Stand by. River 47 Charlie, turn left against 060. Left heading 060, 347. Sky Blue 1.
So if you look on the moving map here, there were 3 planes on the same, airway, and at the same, not the same altitude, but the same position. So he's sending one to the left, one to the right, and keeping one on track. And then he will bring them back, but hopefully, sequence.
20.25. Thank you very much, mate. Catch you later.
Someone's going to have to lose their spot.
Well, they're fighting for a spot, yes. And if I look, what's the spot number here? If I had to guess, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's between 9, 10, and 11. We're 12.
The star will be given by the approach.
Roger, thank you.
Golden Tiger 320, slot 631.
I think it's getting slightly brighter,
Golden Tiger 320.
little by little.
6331.
Is that Golden Tiger?
Golden Tiger 320.
Golden Tiger. I wanna be
That's
Golden
a great,
Tiger.
that's a great name for flying around in China.
American 215, you are not in my airspace.
So once he starts bringing us down, I'll ask for you to get that chart, that table that I printed out. Do you mind showing it to me so I can help you, or I can give you the easiest way? Okay, so it's basically the right side, like you figure out. So he's gonna give us the altitude in meters.
And I'm just going to tell you
me what it is in
feet. I could do that.
And I've seen him using 6300. He has been using 6300, 6900.
Okay.
I've seen 95. So I'm trying to kind of get used to the level they're using.
Okay.
And although not as high as our departure airport, the elevation at arrival is close to 6,400 feet, so still pretty high in Lanzhou. And there's terrain both to the north and to the south, so we'll have to be careful. I believe that's why we're kind of going too far north, but then come down what looks like a little bit of a valley or lower area among the mountains on the west and northwest. So I've put the ILS-36, which is what we are expecting. We can double check. Frequency 109.3, front course 359 on the chart, 000 in the box. That's close enough, 1 degree. And India Yankee.
Giant 14711, contact Lanzhou approach 120.25 today.
Approach 12025.
Velocity 924, someone sample you 120.25 more approach today.
Approach 120.25, velocity 247 by.
Contact 25, descend maintain 7,500 meters.
I just noticed on the ILS chart, which is a busy time when you're doing your approach, they have a little bit of the conversion table.
Oh,
That's
that was
smart.
handy, yeah.
7,500 meters.
Program for 1120.
United 1120, descend maintain 7,500 meters.
Roger, descending to 7,500 meters. United 1120.
FH 915, Roger, report back.
See, looking east, looking good. Kind of blocking the horizon, unfortunately, but local time is 6:17, so probably a good hour before dawn. Would be nice to land at dawn.
LF583, Roger.
Lanzhou Center GL44 with a request.
1,500
Oops.
meters. GL 44, descend and maintain 7,500 meters.
Descend and maintain 7,500 meter GL44. Okay, so 7,500.
Is
Slow down.
24,600. 24,600.
24.6. Alright, 24.6. Let's cross check. Yeah, 74.98, so within 2 meters.
Nice.
Thank you. So, shows it here. And I think, yeah, altitude selected shows it here as well. Very nice.
Reaching normal speed.
I think they want us at 0.78 in the descent typically.
United 1120, descend maintain 6,300 meters.
Roger, 1120, 6,300 meters.
So that might be your next one, if you don't mind reading me 6,003.
6,003. You mean 6,300?
Yeah, 6,300.
Okay, 20,700.
20,700.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
We'll see.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, descend maintain 7,500 meters and turn left heading 050.
Descent 7,500 meters and left turn heading 03.
050, sorry, what was that? 050. 050, 047 Charlie, thank you. Contact 25, proceed direct X-ray November, descend maintain 6,300 meters, resume on navigation.
Direct to XNN, X-ray November, and descend to 6,300, according to 5, and resume on navigation.
There's no people.
Did we kill them
windows are empty.
Did we have a pressurization
yeah.
issue? Talking about that, I wonder... Hold on 1 second here.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, descend making 6,300 meters. Descend maintain 6,300 meters, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
They're back.
Yes, yes, they're back in business. Good news. And we're back to our cockpit. I know we checked the pressurization was on auto, but for some reason it didn't set correctly now. It reset to 0. So let's put the field altitude. 6,000 might be close enough. Yeah, 6,000 will do.
Roger, approach 12025, good day, sir. Okay, thank you. Traveler 1.
So I had to switch to manual mode for the landing elevation. For some reason it got reset. Stop descending. So right now in the descent it was using 0 for some reason, and so it was already in the descent profile for the pressurization. Hopefully we're already below 6,000 for the cabin, so
120725, thanks very much for the OTC, 47 Charlie. Delegate Challenge 310 level 5,700 meters, Caesar. 120,250, sorry, we've got a bit of task saturation. See you next time, 47 Charlie, bye. No problem. Last station calling tail again. Channel 310 go for level 5,700 meters, just right turn, direct first me. Chinese, Chinese Hotel Golf, good morning again. Count 1,100 meters.
All is good. Engine is good. Hydraulic. Okay. So you can see the help we're getting from the plane in displaying our current altitude and desired altitude in meters. Descend and maintain 6,300 meter GL44. Bingo! 6,300, and you told me that's 27. I mean, I could scroll it and look at what I'm reading, but 6309. We're doing it. I don't think they're gonna use a star actually. They descended us earlier. So let's ignore the star. We're gonna do the ILS runway 36. So let's already engage our LS push buttons.
It is. Wow, look, it's green. It stayed green.
Okay, let's not touch it.
I know.
Another task for maintenance. I have verified the frequency and all the information. Airport elevation is 6,400. Plateau altitude is 8860. It's a standard 3 degree. Over to Lanzhou approach on 120.250. Thanks for the service, GL44. Okay, so we're given over approach. Lanzhou approach.
on navigation. Right direct Lima 237. Confirm. Vier-Im-Pott and Charlie. 47 Charlie negative 923 923 Lima 923. Lima 923. Speedbird 47 Charlie. Contact 240 3180, Qantas 224. Contact back confirm on the frequency. Qantas 25.
Lanzhou approach, GL44, 6,300 meters.
GL44 Lanzhou approach, maintain 6,300 meters.
Maintain 6,300 meters, 44.
Contact 25 Lanzhou, expression clearance 25, follow
You know what,
Airbus
I'm going to slow us down just a tad. And what we do typically at 10,000 feet, we'll do at 16. To be 10,000 above the field. How is our pressurization doing? Is it still going down? Yeah, that's not correct.
Qantas 224 established.
Alright, we'll see what happens there.
Church for Charlie County, Lanzhou control 123.75, see you later.
123.750, challenge for Charlie, good evening.
United 113, right hand direct to Lima 923. Yeah, so
Desperately looking to the east for the sun, but not quite yet.
No, we're not quite there.
Right hand direct to Lima 923. Roger, 1120.
Yeah, Lima 923 is the initial approach fix for left base. And it's 9850, let's verify that.
044 follow Airbus 19 Alpha arrival, ILS Zulu approach runway 36.
Expecting the ILS Zulu runway 36 and the Avdu 19 Alpha arrival, GL44.
Just 1471 descend to 3,000 meters, speed 252.
Okay, so we might
I
have
do not understand him.
we might have the full. Wait, like the previous controller said, the approach controller, this guy would give us the star, which is the Avdu. That's why I was shuffling through my paper to find it. Avdu 19 Alpha, which is the RNAV arrival into runway 36. So actually, we have that as well. It's not just the ILS as part of our briefing. It's pretty standard, straight down the valley. I verified the altitude constraint. The major factor is the maximum safe altitude north of the airport 11.7, south of the airport 10.9. So let's look at the missed approach on the ILS. Altitude is going to turn right, no surprise, takes us away from the terrain, and 9850 or above should be set in the box for, or in the FCU for the missed approach. Alright. Did he give us a descent? No, not yet. He gave us the whole thing. Okay.
Virgin 9104 after the 923 clear as per ILS personal 36 before you stop to reply, sir.
Okay, from Lima 923, clear the island, approach runway 36, all established, Virgin 9104.
Okay. It's gonna get busy.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, descend and maintain 5,400 meters.
Descend and maintain 5,400 meters, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
United from 1 to
Okay,
0, descend and maintain 6,000 meters.
Do you have 5,400 meters?
Flapper United 1120.
5,100 and 5,700.
Roger, Alex.
5,400, yes. Do you have 54 or not?
No, 51 and 57.
Oh, okay, maybe I read it wrong.
6,000 meters, 125.
We'll see.
Well, I have 5,400 on the left. That's
Oh, let's-
17,700.
Okay.
Sorry. Is the left side accurate?
Yeah, I'm sure it's accurate. I'm not I haven't really studied. I printed that at the last minute when I realized that we can use. I mean, if I roll it down, I'll see.
Yeah.
Maintain speed 180 until 8 nautical miles.
180 until when? Sorry, Virgin Island 104.
180 up until 8 nautical miles.
So he's
Okay,
giving
180
180 until
180
8.
until 8. Virgin Island 104.
Doesn't mean that's what he's gonna give us, but you know. Well, the weather has been great. Hey, I think this is the first lights on the ground we see for a long, long time. And 3 little
Yeah.
dots there, 4, maybe
We're
5.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay, destination data. Let me see if I can get an update. It is.
United 1120 descend
Yeah,
and maintain
kilo
5,400
is current
meters.
now.
Roger, descending to
Print
5,400
that.
United 1120.
Velocity 9247, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250, velocity 9247.
Speedbird 47 Charlie descend and maintain 4,800
Future
meters.
minus
Speed 250 knots.
2.
Descend maintain 4,800
QNH
meters.
1020.
240 knots. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Virgin 9104 localizer efficient.
Wind 310. Now it's at 3 meters per second.
See you later.
Okay, chow down 118.1. See you later. Virgin Island
Did you say chow down?
On up
Hold
to
on.
5 descend and maintain 5,400 meters.
See you later.
5,400, 125.
That's let's call it 6 knots.
Gel 44 right turn direction Lima 923 descend to 6,000 meters.
Right turn direct Lima 9023 and descend 6,000 meter GL44.
Velocity 9247 descend.
Okay, we got 6,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000
What's
meters.
6,000?
velocity
2D?
9247.
Oh, you said we got 6,000. Okay.
Direct 9023. Yeah.
19,700.
Okay, so that's not much. Lower. I think that's what he gave us.
Good morning, approach. Westchester 765. We just departed, climbing through, I don't know meters, but feet.
Well,
I don't speak meters.
Bilateral straight contact, climb the outside 5,700 meters on center.
Climb 5,700 meters, Westchester 765.
Alright, with seatbelts on. Let's do the approach checklist. Moving clear.
Briefing.
No, not clear. Okay, we have reviewed the briefing.
ECAM status.
Is showing normal.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelt is on.
Barrel ref.
That will be in a second. We're still a standard for now.
MDADH.
That's one thing I got interrupted when I was entering the information about our approach.
knots for
The DA is 6522. Alright,
Engine mode select.
this is gonna be
selector?
normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the approach checklist completed with the exception of the
3,000 meters, speed 47 Charlie. Oh, there's a little bit of a...
transition altitude is 15.7, so once he clears us below 15.7,
follow Airbus 19 Alpha arrival, ILS approach number 26. Roger, Alpha 19 Alpha arrival, runway 36, Cathay 897.
so he gives us the arrival, but then he gives us a direct.
Due to separation, flight heading 160.
No worries.
right heading.
I like that better,
160,
saving us some track miles.
Mm-hmm.
But he has like 4 people converging.
247, after 923 clear, after Lima Lima 923 clear at approach runway 36. Report established for flight.
After Lima Lima 923, exit the ILS Zulu runway 36, will carry velocity 9247.
Giant 1471, radar 77 is counter Lanzhou Tower 118.1, bye bye.
Tower 118.1. See you later.
See you later.
36 will be descending to 20,700.
Corner 36 Lanzhou search radar contact, descend and maintain 6,300 meters.
Descending more than 6,300 meters, 126.
Corner 36 follow Airbus 19 Alpha arrival, ILS Lulu approach number 36.
Yeah, I hear Airbus when he say Avbud. Okay, we don't need that.
Just confirm that 600, 300 descend and not 6,300 meters. I just don't get it, sorry.
Corner 36 6,300 meters.
I'll roger that, 600, 300 meters, corner 36.
Joe 44 descend to 5,400 meters.
Down to 5,400 meters GL for 4. So that's the 17.7.
And are we going to be getting some more of those?
Copy 987, survey Lima Lima 923.
Was that for us?
Copy 9,
No,
897, survey Lima Lima 923. Direct to Lima Lima 923, Cathay 897. Class 25 left center to Lima Lima 923 on navigation.
Left to direct to Lima Lima 923 and navigation, class 25.
United 1120 descend to 3,000 meters.
Wonder if I should expedite the descent. 9, 8,
Class 25 descend and maintain
10,
4,800 meters.
30. No, we plenty.
4,900 meters,
60
class
track miles to that first constraint.
United 1120 descend and maintain 3,000
No,
meters.
it shouldn't
United
be
1020.
at or above. It should be 98.
Roger, down to 3,000 meters and say again QNH for 1120.
1120, clearance 1020.
Roger, 1020 down to 3,000 for 1120.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, QH 1020.
QNH 1020, 47 Charlie.
So runway
Joe 44 descend to 4,800 meters, speed 250 knots.
down to 4,800 meters, speed 250 knot GL for 4.
Column
So
36,
4,800.
923.
Can you read me the 4,800?
Yes, I
Sheila?
can.
9, Lima Lima 923, corner 36.
15,700.
15,700, 4,800 check. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And slow down to
2,700 meters,
250.
velocity 9247.
Strong approach, good morning, LF5 Victory Information Golf, 6,500
Open
meters,
descent,
inbound.
thrust idle, open descent, and 4,800 meter blue.
Radar contact, descend to 6,300 meters, 6,300 meters.
6,300 meters, 6,300 meters, LF5 Victory.
Copy 897, descend to 5,400 meters. Descend to 5,400 meters, Cathay 897.
think the one thing I'm missing from the other chart is our transition 15.7. So don't think he gave us a QNH.
United 112 speed 220 knots.
Roger, 220 for 1120.
Velocity 9247, radar terminated, tower 118-410 later.
Tower 118,
Hey, civilization again.
West 765, contact Lanzhou control 1.
See a city.
475. Going to 123.475, West 765. Speed 47, Charlie, speed 200, F30, minimum 923, clear pressure on G6.
Clear for the ILS runway 23. We're just going to need a couple of seconds to get back to 200. We can give you 215 now.
Speed 47, Charlie, that's fine. Speed 200 before 90, minimum 923, and it's clear ILS runway G6, run G6.
We can do that. Runway 36. Thank you. 47 Charlie.
United 112 speed 1, accident speed 200 knots.
Roger, 200 knots for United 1120.
Plus 2 by speed 200.
210, quantum 25.
United 580, follow Airbus 19 Alpha arrival, runway 36.
Direct F1 1 Alpha, arrival 36, Alpha 3.
United 580, descend to 6,000 meters, Lima Lima 923.
6,000 Lima Lima.
Okay, so we're level at 4800. Speed brake can come back in. Okay, I'll clear of the terrain, but I'll keep it on my side. There's no weather return on your side. Good. That's our ETA, 2254.
Lima Lima, 923.
Affirmative, sir.
2254, 2254. Oh boy, we would be 6 minutes early. Can you believe that? Probably just jinxed it and we're gonna get it.
I was just like, oh man.
Don't say that.
You should not have said
Don't
that.
say that.
Are we gonna need this chart
Yes,
again? Okay.
all the way down.
Okay,
All the way down.
I'm listening.
Bravo 106兰州，你好，雷达看到了十字离港上标的500保持。
按实际上500保持528和106。
Well, this is a clear benefit of doing WorldFlight. It challenges you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not only to fly in unfamiliar areas, but also try to respect the procedures. Which for
Respect the
China
chemistry.
is mostly flying in meters for the altitudes.
Delta A317 Lanzhou approach radar contact, follow Airbus 19 Alpha arrival, ILS Lulu approach on G6.
So sorry, can you repeat that one more time for Delta A317?
Delta A317 Airbus 19 Alpha arrival, runway G6, ILS Lulu approach.
Alright, Airbus 19 Alpha arrival and 36 Zulu ILS approach Delta A317.
United 112 level speed 180, clear approach on G6.
So United 1120 is the plane we saw taking off before Qantas 25.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure where Qantas 25 is.
Lanzhou approach Aussie 121 with you, flight level 6,300 meters.
Gel for descend to 3,000 meters, speed 180 knots, if able.
I will slow down to 180 and descend 3,000 meter GL44. Alright, 3,098.50, okay, that makes sense.
OC121, Lanzhou approach radar contact, follow Airbus 19 Alpha arrival, runway 36.
50 o'clock now.
About 1 Alpha, runway 36, Aussie 121.
He wants us to slow down to 180.
Right handing 090, vector final.
Right, John, so
Okay.
the final of officially.
Cell phone off. We need to get this thing done. Okay, we're managing to speed ourselves, so visibly selected. Let me go to the... Okay, it automatically already switched to the approach. Biz. Okay, let's go flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
QNH 1020 GL44. Okay, we can go on QNH. Alright, 1020, so what I guessed. Where is that aircraft in front of us? Don't quite see it. Alright, flaps 2.
Flaps 2.
Approach something. Did you give us clearance to descend via 180?
Oh my goodness, it's getting busy.
Station calling, go ahead.
Delta A317, did you give us clearance to descend via the arrival Abud 19 Alpha or just to expect it?
Negative. Delta A317 direct to Lima Lima H, direct to Lima Lima 923. Descend to 6,000 meters.
So we're high, and he kinda
Lima 923 and descend 6,000 meters.
gave us a
Delta A317.
180 to slow down, so we can't descend too fast because we're picking up speed. Looking for the airport.
So just a
Oh,
reminder, we're looking for a south parking, the southest
Yes.
parking spot we can
yeah,
find.
we'll see with, yes. That's the 80s.
Approach, good evening, French Wagon 23, Whiskey Foxtrot, descending 6,500 meters.
Delta 112, Equation United 112, Tower 118, decimal 1, bye bye. Bravo 116.4，兰州123拐5再见。
Yeah, we're off profile.
兰州天气晚上好，白鹭84588，北西19 Delta 离港，通过2500米上到3000，听你指挥。
白鹭851，兰州你好，雷达看到了，城市离港，旁边500保持。
上边500保持，白鹭84588。
And we're doing everything we can with thrust idle, full, well, which in autopilot is half setting, but he asked us 180, that's the 7-ish nautical mile separation. Are we gonna bust that initial altitude? Okay, I see the glide slope.
360, descend to 4,800 meters.
4,800 meters, 136.
GL44 clear, first runway 36, you follow flight established.
Clear ILS approach runway 36 will report on localizer GL44.
Foxtrot Bravo Tango 221, Whiskey, Foxtrot descend to 6,000 meters.
8860.
6,000 meters, French Wagon 23, Whiskey Foxtrot.
Clear.
121, direct to Lima Lima 923, stay 28 knots.
Approach United 1120, runways in sight, can we switch to tower?
United 110, Tower 118.1.
Roger, ciao.
Class 5, Tower 118.1.
Passing 7,500 meters, 6,300 meters, heading 050.
Oh, it's getting busy.
Golden Tiger 320, Lanzhou, radar contact, descend and maintain 6,200 meters.
Okay, so terrain is finally gone for now with some highway city there. Airport is going to be on our left. I haven't spotted it yet.
好，下6300 Golden Tiger 320 Approach Taiwan 16,300 meters.
Okay, so we'll let the turn complete in nav, then switch to localizer and call him as requested to report established on the localizer. We are at 8860, we'll maintain our last speed constraint 180. We'll do low. Okay, speed brake.
Phase 25 Whiskey Foxtrot, follow Airbus 19 Alpha arrival, ILS rule approach runway 36.
Following Astrid 19 Alpha arrival for ILS runway 36, French baguette 23 Whiskey Foxtrot.
French 22 Whiskey Foxtrot, right and direct to Lima 9023.
Direct Lima 9023, thank you, French baguette 23 Whiskey Foxtrot.
OC 121, reset for 52GG, please. Delta AT17 descend to 5,400.
Okay, we're starting our turn, 90-degree turn to final.
5,400 meters.
We are at the plateau altitude.
Speed 260 knots.
Speed 260 knots, Delta E317.
Is a 580 descent to 4,200 meters. 4,200 meters, change 1020.
Level 136.
Negative, contact 36, descend to 3,000 meters.
Okay, we might overshoot the localizer a little bit.
3,000 meters, QNH 1020.36.
12 miles out. I'm surprised we don't see the airport.
1,200 meters, QNH 102.05.
Some lights over there. Okay, let's arm the localizer.
4,800 meters and 250 knots, Delta E317.
Lock stop. Sorry, lock is green. Oh gee, I don't need to say again because I have no time to do.
Stand by. Radar submerged. Speed 160 knots, convert to 118.1.
Speed down to 160 and 118.1 GL for 4.
Copy 897 speed and a house sort of alpha for me.
Alright, it's on the approach, not everyone localizer. Okay, we have a runway inside.
Quantum 25, you're on readable, wind 310 degrees, 3 meters per second, QNH 1020, runway 36 straight ahead.
QNH 1020 and runway 36, please land, class 25.
Tower GL for 4, fully established ILS 36.
Last thing, take holding only.
Juliet Hotel Lima GL 44.
GL 44, Landed Tower, good morning, continue approach runway 36.
Continuing approach 36. Okay, so missed approach.
Tom Tower, Mr. Bravo, do you want it on
98.
Counter 1 Mr. Bravo 8,
50. Where's the magic table? 3,000. Okay, set white. Alright, let's go flaps 3 please.
Flaps 3.
Out of sequence and gear down.
Down.
Left and Alpha 9 at Hotel runway 36.
Yeah, let's try again. 169 outbound, 9 hold short. I think there's a problem with the scenery because I was definitely holding short well before the runway.
Yeah, I think so, but the aircraft landing is a VIP for today, so I have to get an autograph.
VIP.
Oh good, 169.
Yeah, thank you for your understanding.
Okay. And Tower, do you want GL44 still maintaining 160? Can we slow down?
GL 44 A firm.
Maintaining 160 GL44.
GL 44, the 160 is until 60 ME, so now the speed is at your control.
Speed at out control GL44. Okay, we need full flaps.
Full.
Thank you, and landing list check. Landing checklist, please.
Cabin crew.
Has been advised. Clear to land runway 36 GL44.
Auto thrust.
Is speed?
ECAM memo.
Is landing no blue. Thank you.
Mhm.
What's our pressure altitude? Is bogus, whatever. Pop your ears, people. Alright, 2 white, 2 red. Autopilot coming off. A little high actually. We might get glide slope, but I'm not worried about that. We're back on track. There we go. Ignoring. No, we're below. Alright, that is annoying.
Line up behind the landing Airbus 4, New Zealand 360.
20, retard.
Spoilers, reverse green. Decel, sorry. It's late.
That's all good, that's all good. I can feel it. Okay, manual braking.
70 knots.
Okay. I don't know where the next high speed exit is, so we'll keep rolling. Oh, okay, here it is. Can get a little bit more. I'm gonna stay here.
36, clear for takeoff, and we'll report airborne New Zealand 361.
And GL44 vacated Alpha 4. Oh, was that for me?
Is that
Was that for GL44? Over to ground, 2195 GL44. I just called in and...
It's strange that he's coming so
yeah,
close to us.
well, in this attitude, yeah.
Lanzhou, ground good morning, continue approach runway 36.
Ground GL44, Juliet Hotel Lima 44 vacated at Alpha 4.
So we're off the runway?
Hold on. Yes.
Taxi via Bravo 4.
I do not see the yellow line.
Okay, parking 224.
Taxi via Bravo 4. Any chance we can get gate at the the Terminal 2?
Jiho 44, can you park at parking 224, or you only have the gate for the terminal?
No, we can accommodate 224. So Bravo 4 and then park at 224 GL44.
Thank you.
All right. Let's do the after landing checklist, please.
Flaps.
Are retracting.
Spoilers.
53 Alpha taxi via
Are disarmed.
APU.
Is starting.
Radar.
Okay, this is Bravo 4.
And predictive wind shear system.
Both off.
53 Alpha taxi via Bravo and turn left
That's
on
it?
Bravo.
Okay, so this is Bravo 4. And we'll take a left. Which way are they parking?
5 hold short of Charlie. Number 65,
224. Well, based on their scenery, normally I think you would go further, but
taxi Bravo, hold short.
I'd rather be pointing this way, if possible, like the United did.
Ground Ocean 5 Alpha confirming orders to make a left turn onto Bravo towards your Bravo 5.
Longship 53 Alpha 8.
Is there marking on the ground? It's just so difficult to see.
Ground below Delta 473, stand 204, information Kilo, requesting start. No push
Should listen for the doorbell, right?
Yeah, he said it will be a little late.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find 224 real quick here.
For, taxi.
Thank you.
Oh, we missed it. It's on
What did we
the
miss?
right.
Speedbird 19
Your parking spot?
ready for
Yeah, I knew it. Okay, let's see.
Speedbird 1922, standby taxi.
Well, we'll be facing this way.
So we'll need to push back?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in 222. Oh well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna swing ourselves around. If I don't lose visual on that line. I think this is 224. There's no marking on the ground, so it's really tricky.
Mm-hmm.
And in Jefferson, in the Navigraph chart,
Ground, good morning, Connor 691.
I didn't get the overlay.
We're past 3 minutes, so I'm
Alright,
stopping the chrono.
thank you. Let me double check. Yeah, I think we're on 224. At least per my scenery, and yes, per the... Okay, perfect. Parking brake coming on. We can shut down the engine, please.
Engine 1 off, engine 2 off. Whoops. Yeah, that's already
Yeah, no,
on.
that's all good.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And GSX knows we are at 224. We're gonna request deboarding. Let's do that real quick. And let's finish. Let's do the parking checklist, and then I'll do the
APU bleed?
paperwork. What's the temperature? Yeah, we want to keep the cabin warm out there.
Engines?
APU bleed is coming on. Engines are off. And I forgot my strobe.
Okay, external power.
Okay, so
on.
So we were at engines off.
Yeah, sorry.
No, we're good. We're good. I had things to do too.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelt sign came off.
External lights.
Are as needed.
Fuel pumps.
Are off. Good. They're good. No stress.
Parking brake.
No stress. I know
was
your
just getting
parking
there.
brake is
I haven't gotten
on.
there yet. Oh,
Is that the parking checklist completed?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wonderful. So let's check here. Feel we've done everything.
And I'm resetting these
Please
chronos.
do. Arrival position 224. It's not a gate, it's a ramp. Time. So we got 22:55. 5 minutes early on touchdown. And 23:01, even with my loop-to-loop. 9 minutes. Never been early.
Don't forget to file your journey log.
I'm working on it, boss.
I'm gonna leave this here
this
for
is all set. I
Lima.
think we're good to file. Yep, done deal. Well, wonderful. We made it out of Lhasa over the high terrain, landed here in Lanzhou, and we'll take the next leg, which is gonna bring us to Chengdu. Chengdu can do. So make sure to join leg 38. And for those of you guys who are online right now, we should be ready in 20 minutes or so. We'll try to beat our record of turnaround time. So once again, thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.
Good night.
As the lady is saying in her very pleasant German accent from GL44. We'll see you guys.